Why have America? That's the whole point. Everything sucks, but you can get a Jamaican beef patty at 3 a.m. from a judgmental maybe Abisha Ethiopian person or a nice Arab man. But now you have to get there before midnight.
3 in the morning, the pancake house. Come on. 4 in the morning, we'll be rolling to my house. 5 in the morning, the nights go out. Come on. 6 in the morning, you can hear us start to shout. 7 in the morning, she'll be calling the cab. 8 in the morning, talking about the fun she had. Come on. 9 in the morning, then she just getting home, talking about the overnight scenario.
I remember the
Y'all
first
remember?
time this motherfucker asked me for a ride. He tried to smoke crack in my shit. I'm like, yo, bro. I'll give you a ride, boy, but you can't be smoking crack in here, bro. Like,
That's part of the ride, dude.
Right, you know what I'm saying? The crack smokers was not included in the ride to 7-Eleven, bro.
7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys.
Yeah. What I was saying was there's like pretty good face detectors at the Chevrolet 7-Eleven because I haven't really gone there much, since I lived there, which was almost, more than half a decade ago. So when I was in the Bladensburg 7-Eleven, the one that used to be a Blockbuster, I was it was like last fall, and this woman who I did not recognize, she just starts going like, yeah, I remember you, like you and your friends, like you used to come at the Chevrolet one and get this and that. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's really awkward because they have such vivid memories of you and you have
Yeah.
absolutely no clue who they are. So I'm just,
God.
rolling with it like, yeah, good
Well, but
old
it's
you,
crazy, and that's crazy because they saw so many people come in there all the time, and you
Yeah.
and they were always there. You would think it'd be the other way around.
You'd think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe something about my face just sticks out. I don't know, but
You see someone every day, dude. That's kind of a nightmare to me too, because I'm like, oh God, that's right. They were like sober when I was coming in at like 3 in the morning, like drunk, just drizzling nacho cheese on some.
Yeah.
Oh
They
God, man.
hated you. They hated you.
Oh, they saw my whole like downward spiral in life.
Yeah. They saw the darkest moments of your life, the 7-Eleven cashiers in Chevrolet 7-Eleven. They saw what made you turn sober. Like,
I mean, it's pretty much the same as when you run. I mean, they then saw me later on, but like when you run into like someone who was like at a liquor store that you used to go to all the time, they're like, "Oh,
yeah,
hey, what are
yeah,
you?
yeah.
You look like shit."
No,
Okay.
you can
Or
lie
like
to
running
your
into an old drug dealer.
yeah. You can lie to your friends, your parents. You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to the 7-Eleven cashiers who work the overnight shift. They know what you were really about. They know what you were really getting into.
Oh God,
yeah, they
They
look
saw
into your
you at your
soul.
low points.
for real.
7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys, boys, 7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys, 7, 11 boys.
All right, so just to do a quick intro, we got Oh, are you cool with us using your real name? Are you gonna come on as you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I assume you're not gonna say anything too crazy.
I hope not.
We got Chevrolet native, fellow Chevrolet white guy, and famous comedian Mike Kurtz on the program.
Woo.
Just
Famous,
to
the
let the
famous
folks know, I
changeling.
don't know if we're going to use the video from this, but I am currently in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven that we are discussing in this episode. Chevrolet police are over there. If you
That's
can
where they
see,
always are.
they're jerking off or watching Family Guy or something over there.
Yep, probably drunk.
Oh, for sure.
Probably
Probably
all
high
three.
on
Yeah.
nacho cheese and miles in Arizona's over there.
Grape swishers.
So Now, Mike, you had made a post on Instagram a few months ago, and
Yes.
that you wanted you were in Chevrolet at night, and you needed to use a store to purchase items, I assume.
Yes.
And you came to this 7-Eleven,
I
and
came
this
to my
7-Eleven
hometown 7-Eleven.
was not open, was it?
No, it was not open, and it was like 12:30. My hometown 7-Eleven that I grew up with, always open. And you know what I really needed? This it might not be cool, but that's the point of 7-Eleven is that you can get it. I was wanted some Honey Nut Cheerios. I was gonna go home. Where else? Where else are you gonna get Honey Nut Cheerios at 12:30? But 7-Eleven. I'm gonna pay $9 for a small box of Honey Nut Cheerios and go home and eat the whole thing. And I was so upset. I was so because I was about to get some Honey Nut Cheerios. I was
man.
high, and then no, the doors are locked, and they're all locked. They're closed now. 7-Eleven is closed. If that is not the like America's decay, like everything that was cool about America is no longer present. Like it always had major flaws, but there was some cool shit. Like you can always get Honey Nut Cheerios, but America's fucked, and 7-Eleven is happily partaking.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's gone downhill. I mean, this is an attack. That's what this really is. This is a coordinated attack on the moral carpet that is the foundation of this country.
Of America, exactly. Like, why have America? That's the whole point. Everything sucks, but you can get a Jamaican beef patty at 3 a.m. from a judgmental, maybe Abisha, Ethiopian person, or a nice Arab man. But now you have to get there before midnight.
Oh, no, it's before that, my friend. It's earlier than that. I think they closed. We were here. I think they're closing right now as I'm here.
No, I will go down there and I will bring a brick.
During in
You should
2020,
Insurgent, January 6th, that place right now.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
In the beginning of edit that out. In the beginning of COVID, like in 2020, this 7-Eleven was closing at like 9 p.m. When we were here, anecdotally, when we were here Christmas of, last year, a couple months ago, they closed at 11 p.m. on Christmas Day.
I mean, that's Christmas though, but I feel like it's got to be right. It's got to be at least midnight.
No, it's normally like 10 because it was happening for a while where every time I was in Chevrolet, I would try to come here right around 10, and more often than not, even at like 9:30, that door is closed. They're in there. They look at you.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean, this is no longer our hometown. This is a battleground, ground zero right here. And I hope the Chevrolet police over there can hear me, because we need to fight back. When Obama
in that car,
this was a 24-hour 7-Eleven. Okay.
Just like they all were. They used to be redundant.
Yeah. And the prices were also affordable. We don't need to get into that. And it's not us. It's not, men in their 30s and late 20s who are the real victims here. Think about that kid. Think about that 14-year-old who is high off his balls on marijuana. And it's 2:40 a.m. in the morning, and he wants to get an Arizona and a bag of overpriced cheese popcorn.
Bullshit.
And he wants to pour nacho cheese into the Utz to just destroy his gut for life.
He wants the taquitos. He needs 3 taquitos. He's high. He needs taquitos. He's 14.
And you know, a brick patty with botulism.
Yes.
And you know what they've done? If you live in this area now and you want to get something at that time or really after midnight, you either got to walk your ass down to that sketchy ass Exxon on 202.
Yeah.
Or you got to go all the way to 450 to fucking Royal Farms. They're sending us into the arms of Royal Farms.
Royal
Farms.
Bama, yeah. This is not Baltimore. Why do we have to go to Royal Farms? Although there is one 7-Eleven that stays open 24 hours now. The one down on Kenilworth stays open.
Okay, that's good to know.
Because that's one of like the 10 busiest 7-Elevens in the country. So they stay open.
Yeah.
But
that's a good one too.
Industry over there. Makes sense.
Exactly. Exactly. So I posted that in my story, and then a lot of people hit me up. They're like, "Yeah, I mean, you can't blame them. They kept getting robbed so much. So after COVID, it's like, well, bro, they were always getting robbed. Like, of course you're gonna get robbed. Look where you are. Route 50 is right there in both directions. You can be gone in an instant. You've been getting robbed the whole time. Don't try and tell me that's the issue now. Is people are getting robbed because you were always getting robbed, and
It's
you're
a
always
grip.
gonna
It's a
get
cash
robbed.
grab.
You're a 7-Eleven. That's part of your role in the ecosystem is to get robbed.
It's part of the deal.
Yeah, that's part of the deal. That's how you're part of the community. You provide some quick cash for some low lives. Like, come on now. We're taking away robbing opportunities too.
And they're robbing people of that opportunity. Young
Yeah,
kids
they are
in this
exactly.
area
Once again,
who wanna
corporations robbing us.
The social dominoes just keep falling.
Exactly, exactly.
There's a young man right now probably who wants to come over here and rob this 7-Eleven at between 1 and 5 a.m. tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not going to get to do that. He's going to have to he might have to go all the way to Kenilworth, and that one's too busy. Or he's
That
going to have
one's
to go
way
to Rob
too
Royal
busy.
Farms.
Yeah.
Hat in
you know what?
hand,
And that
pursuit
young
of
man,
happiness style.
Yes.
he's not going to get to go to prison now. He's not going to get to, find himself and convert to Islam.
I know.
In Prince George's County Department of Corrections. He's not going to have that opportunity now. He's not going to be able to later perhaps get a scholarship if they have those in the future.
Damn. Not to mention the good, the court-assigned defense attorneys.
Defenders.
Yeah, public defenders. That's what I was looking for.
And the police, they need something to do?
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. I mean,
no, they don't.
No, we don't need them involved at all, actually.
They don't really do anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we need to defund 7-Eleven.
I do like the idea of some kid just like with his head down going from 7-Eleven, like a bag behind him, like another one's closed.
Can't rob sack with a dollar sign on it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. What have they done? What have they taken from us?
And it's not just this one. It's happening like all over the county. Like there's a few of the ones in Hyattsville.
Yep, everywhere. All the ones in DC. The one that used to be a Blockbuster is always closed.
Oh, that one's closing too?
Oh, always. Yeah.
Oh man, it's widespread. This is worse than I thought. It's gone viral.
Okay, I have another thing. It was a late night, and I needed condoms.
Hell yeah.
And I couldn't get them. Pussy. But then I couldn't get the condoms because they were closed. So now there's a child without a father out there. Just completely, another fatherless child that didn't need to be here.
Another victim.
Another victim.
But that kid was going to grow up to probably be a rapper. We're denying opportunities for unborn children.
Well, no, it's even worse. Now he's going to be a rapper. This kid shouldn't even exist, and now he's going to be a rapper.
Oh, that's way worse.
And it's their
fault. Way worse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is awful.
Oh, man. I just remembered, too. I remember having to buy condoms at this 7-Eleven.
Nice.
Which is like, yeah.
Sex haver.
Nice.
This was a long time ago. But I remember, like, I was young. We're at an age where it was, like, embarrassing. And it's like people that have seen me grow up.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. Yeah.
This sweet Ethiopian woman who's like always been cool with me and tolerated my shenanigans. And sometimes associating with some less than reputable characters. She's like, I have to like ask her, but like, can you give me some Magnum?
Exactly. Magnums.
Oh man, I had to buy cigarettes one time for my dad here, and she like lit into me. She's like, what are you doing?
Cigarettes?
Like, you smoke? Yeah. And I was probably like 18, 19 at the time. And she was just like, what? Like, she like took me aside and was like, don't do this. Like she was so concerned. And then I had to be like, it's not for me. It's for my dad. I swear I don't smoke.
That's back when 7-Eleven was a staple of the community. Because I know exactly the lady that you're talking about. I think everyone remembers the lady at Chevrolet 7-Eleven. It's because I was thinking the exact same thing earlier. She sold me my first Slurpee and my first condom. That's crazy. Like she saw so much. And then one time I was hanging out, and clearly we were high, hanging out with some people that she used to babysit, some Chevrolet people. I think you may know them. Similar, also Ethiopian. I won't say any names, but apparently she used to babysit them. and I was with them and we were high. And so from that point forward, she did not like me because she thought I was a bad influence on her little babies, who were my age, by the way. Like it was nothing weird.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And then she was gone, and then I haven't seen her in a while, and then they started closing early. I don't think she would have ever let them start closing early. I think she would have stayed strong for the community.
She was a
holding
pillar.
the dam.
She was a pillar.
She was single-handedly holding the gates of hell back. They left, and I guess it became like a franchise 7-Eleven from what I've heard. And
It wasn't always.
I think it became like it was just a corporate 7-Eleven, and like her and her husband ran it, and then it became like a franchise.
Oh, someone else. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, and then they changed everything, and they used the pandemic as an excuse to no longer serve the community, to rob us of opportunities. I mean, because that was like the whole point. Like 7-Eleven, if it's not open 24/7, it kind of, the reality sets in that it's kind of a shitty store.
It's a terrible store. It's a terrible store. If it's not there when you need it at all times, it loses 80% of its utility. If I have to buy Honey Nut Cheerios at a reasonable hour, I would never go to 7-Eleven and pay $7 for a fun size box. Like, that's ridiculous. I go there because you have no other options.
Yeah, well, we do have, I say it's time maybe we boycott them until they start staying open later.
Yeah, I'm down. I don't know if you got any connects, but I'm down for that.
Fight the power.
I say we buy it. We take the Patreon money and we buy this 7-Eleven.
All $14.
Yeah, the ever growing.
And then we're changing things. We're not going to be open in the day at all. It's going to be midnight to 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Let's do 9 a.m. People on their way to work, get some coffee. I think we should be available.
Yeah, well, you know what? You can, if you become an investor, you can push that idea, and we'll see how the other shareholders feel. I think I'm going to shoot it down.
This should be the start. This is the 7-Eleven Boys Investor Club Organization Pod.
Yes.
And we will pool our money together in order to affect neutral change on society.
We're going to start a WhatsApp chat and just add everyone we know.
Mm-hmm.
I got some guys in Nigeria that want to get behind this in a big way.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Promising outlook.
And I want a statue of Lee that I'm going to put up kind of on the side where he used to sit and panhandle. It's going to be a little statue of Lee, and he's going to be snorting heroin off his hand in the statue.
Nice.
And honestly, I don't think it's a coincidence that once this 7-Eleven stopped being 24 hours, he died.
Lee died. Yeah.
Not right away, but sometimes a poison arrow doesn't kill right away. It takes a while.
Brick by brick.
Brick by brick, exactly. Inch by inch.
This is feudalism, folks, and they are sucking the lifeblood out of this community by not being open 24/7.
I mean, let's be honest. What else do we really have other than the 7-Eleven?
Nothing. We got the fucking Chevrolet Food Mart, and that probably closes at like 7 p.m.
Yeah. If people are worried about crime, yeah.
I mean, even the liquor stores are open till midnight, at least some of them.
You should go ask them what time they close.
It's raining. I don't want to go up there.
Make this a live interview.
Yeah. The poor guy. I just leave when they tell me to.
Ooh, crotch shot.
Whoops. Sorry. I meant my notebook.
We'll edit that in.
Yeah, please. Dick pics.
We'll do like a breakdown like John Madden. Like, you see here the outline right here.
Yeah. It may not appear to be much, but he assures you it's really good.
You'd be impressed with his stamina.
Yeah.
Look at the pulse here. You can see.
What he lacks for in length. There's You've never had any complaints, okay? No, speaking of that 7-Eleven, I realized there have been famous people there. One of my friends saw Jay-Z at that 7-Eleven. One of my friends saw
Hold on.
Is this a racist thing?
No. It was a black person. So if you don't believe it, you're racist, actually.
Is that how that works?
This happened. Hold on. When did this happen? How long you been holding on to this little nugget and not dropping it in here?
Let's see. Let's see. So my friend told me about this. She saw him a long time ago, but at least so probably when like high school era or maybe even before that. But and then my friend, Jordan saw Dave Chappelle one day.
I believe
Well,
that.
his mom lives in Cheverly, right?
Really? Interesting.
We probably shouldn't dox her, but
This nameless
mom?
person who may or may not live there.
Yeah. You said his mom? Dave Chappelle's
Yeah.
mom?
Grandma?
Wow.
so I heard this. I'm not going to say who told me, but apparently it's like a known thing. And I have a funny story about it. Again, this is like third-hand info that I received, but that someone that told the friend of mine who told me is like the neighbor of this woman and was talking to her one day, and like she just kind of casually mentioned that, like, oh yeah, my son is like the most like the most famous black comedian in the country. And then,
no.
shit, your son is Chris Rock?
Ah!
He's
I
like,
thought you were going to say
no,
Kevin
no.
Hart.
Yeah.
Damn it, that would have been funnier. Yeah, but yeah, allegedly by Chief Park. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that like backed up by other people. Because like he's from this. I mean, I think he grew up in Silver Spring, but damn, why was Jay-Z here though?
Oh, I mean, it's right on your way into the city.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just like, of all places,
When he used to sell, that's the thing. He used to be a community pillar. Where else
Right.
where else would Jay-Z go if he was in the area? 7-Eleven. But not
Exactly.
anymore. Not anymore. It's going to go the way of Blockbuster or
Rest in peace.
yeah,
Circuit
or
City.
KB Toys.
Oh,
Man.
rip.
Bringing up KV Toys.
Dang.
Hits me right in the feels.
At least KB Toys just closed down. At least they didn't change everything that you loved about them like 7-Eleven did.
Yeah, they didn't just
This is a
castrate
slow
themselves.
death.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Alan Turing.
totally. I'm aware of that.
Yeah, I totally got that reference too.
Yeah, I definitely understood that. I have heard that name before. That sounds about right.
He invented the computer basically, and was
Totally.
infamously chemically castrated by the English for being gay after he basically won World War II.
He was chemically castrated.
Yeah.
You just said so many things. So many things were just said where I'm like,
Sorry.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, Alan Turing, because we're talking about cast like yeah, he invented the machine that would basically be like become the computer, which was used to encrypt the Nazis' codes in World War II. And then afterwards, he was outed as being gay, and the English government, it was illegal to be gay in England, so they chemically castrated him.
Well,
How
they're
do
a
you
bunch of
chemically
bad people.
castrate?
I mean, have you
Yeah.
ever driven on a roundabout? You ever gotten stuck on one of those stupid fucking things?
That's
That
basically
is
like
why the
castration.
English Empire has failed. Yeah. If you've ever gone through one of those and gotten stuck going around and around trying to get in the right lane, then you've
Yep.
gone through a castration of your own.
I was about to
I
say,
feel
if you've gotten stuck in one of those, you deserve a castration. Like
this is a good point.
Infinite loop.
Trying to go left through those things, I can feel my penis shriveling up inside my balls,
Yeah,
Fun circle?
you just all right. I'll try it again the next time. Next time around, here we go. No, don't go.
I just give up. I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm going down our street now.
Yeah,
I guess that's the way I'm going.
you know what? I meant to go this way the whole time. Actually,
Yeah, you know what? This is
I
where
love
wanna
making
go.
3 right turns instead of a
And
left.
that makes
Yeah.
me want to grab some tea, maybe go to 7-Eleven if it's actually open, grab some tea and pour it into the fucking Anacostia. Because that's how I feel about the English and everything they've done for the world.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You are in a great position to do that literally right now.
Yeah, you really are. You're at a 7-Eleven. You're right near the Anacostia.
I could make it happen. I
You
could
can
make
totally
it happen.
make that happen.
It's a lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, exactly. Whole lot of. Come on, let's start the Blainsburg Tea Party.
Yeah, I
Wait,
didn't
hold on.
even
Oh,
realize
I
it.
still got to get some more clarification. You say chemically castrated, so
Yeah.
they like he inhaled something or he ingested chemicals, and then what? It just fell off.
So
Like,
I don't think
basically,
it literally castrates you, right?
no, it's not
Not
like the
physically.
the not
okay,
the
yeah, okay.
but it's like they made him take pills that effectively like
Killed his sex drive.
eliminated his ability to have sex or
Yeah,
But you
and
could
all
still
the other side
receive, though.
effects. Huh?
dang.
You could still. I mean, I mean, I don't know if this is a family show, but you could still receive. You could still catch,
You probably wouldn't want to.
Yeah,
but
but
you could.
also like I know gay dudes. Those dudes are horny. So
Mm,
I don't even think that could really stop one of those sluts.
yeah. I don't think Turing considered, if you were around 40, 50 years later, you just download Grinder and
Exactly,
you
and you're
know.
back in the game.
That's so funny because since he invented the computer, there's a direct lineage from
Yes, there
him
is.
to
The
Grinder.
grinder, a gay icon, a gay icon.
And who more qualified to talk about this than us? You know.
Exactly. The guys who we all totally knew who he was 10 minutes ago.
Hey, I
Yeah.
We're all
did.
well versed in the
I
he also
celebrate.
invented the Turing guide. No, I meant I meant to say gun.
The Turing gun.
That's also not a thing. So
I celebrate his entire catalog.
I've always been a fan of Turing.
Oh man, I didn't expect that reference to bring this to a screeching halt.
Oh,
Someone just throw an anchor off the boat.
oh,
What are you
contraire.
fucking over there, Nick?
Yeah, he's actually under my couch right now.
You got the little headpiece in, and he's like, "Yeah, now talk about Turing."
Shut it down.
It's like Turing, yeah,
Conversation's flowing too naturally. Shut it
yeah,
down.
He's like Sauron.
yeah. Oh,
Did you live in Columbia Heights?
no, I never lived in Columbia Heights.
Oh, I just ran into in Columbia Heights that one time.
Yeah,
When you lived
Yeah,
in
so he
DC,
must
where
live
did you
there.
live?
no, I didn't live in DC. I lived in Arlington,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got
and
my
that's the other
facts
thing.
crossed.
7-Elevens in Arlington are still open 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
And they sell
racial
liquor.
element, and they
Well,
sell
not
beer and
liquor.
They
wine.
sell beer and wine.
They
That's
sell
what I mean.
beer and wine.
What Nick considers liquor, evidently.
Yeah.
One drop. It's a one drop rule.
There we go. I know what that is.
Like they
I
actually
get that
the
reference.
Arlington 7-Elevens. Those are some of the best those are some of the better 7-Elevens in the area because I used to date a girl in Arlington, and
No,
I
they
went to a
are.
lot of the ones on like Columbia Pike.
Yep. I lived right around there. It was I really hated how nice Arlington was. It really
Yeah,
was a great place to live. And
it is delightful, you know.
I never want to it is. It's just delightful. I went to the community center and the gym. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
7-Eleven. And then there's one all the way at the end of Second Street, which is also open.
Yeah,
Like
that's right. All the way on the other side towards the
uh
highway. We
yeah,
reviewed that 7-Eleven, the one by TJ.
You did. The one
really.
that does not sell baking soda because
They
7-Eleven
sell baking soda.
does not sell baking soda.
They sell baking
They do
soda.
not sell baking soda, Nick.
They sell Connor's wrong. Mike, have you ever bought baking soda at that 7-Eleven?
I have not,
Oh,
no.
because
Damn
he
it, you're
doesn't
really
think
throwing a wrench.
crack cocaine. Why would he be buying baking soda? And why would
You
he
know,
think to get baking soda at a store that everyone knows, it might as well be their slogan, 7-Eleven. We have stupid feudalist hours now, and we still do not sell baking soda.
I don't know,
still, I
dude.
mean,
I
it's
feel
not,
like
this is just, we're running in circles here. We've
yeah.
established that they do, in fact, sell baking
I don't think it
soda.
was established, and
I
I'm
feel
sorry that
like
you're here for this continuation of a very old conflict on the show.
I want to hear from Mike.
my feeling about the matter, and this is fact because I feel pretty strongly about it, is that if it can be used to help cook crack cocaine, 7-Eleven probably have it, and they should have it. If they
Exactly.
don't, I think there's an issue. Going back to the community stuff.
Exactly. There are conduits for the criminal underworld, which,
Yes.
props up our economy, evidently.
Yes. A one-stop shop.
Exactly.
You say criminals, I say liberators.
Hey,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, but they need their baking soda, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously 7-Eleven does not currently sell baking soda, but you've now convinced me of why they should sell baking soda.
About to go camera off. This is hurting. This is hurt.
Yeah, this is
You
straight hurt.
hurt.
It's okay to hurt, Connor. It's not your fault that 7-Eleven does in fact sell baking soda.
I've never seen it.
That 7-Eleven in Virginia, the one you're talking about though, that was the worst gas station I've ever been to. 7-Eleven gas stations are
The spatial orientation makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no every day someone's very confused. But in general, 7-Eleven gas stations, they started flying a little too close to the sun, I think. That's
Icarus.
just a weird. Yeah, yeah.
I've been to some
It
where
gives
it
me
works.
an Icarus. I'll tell you what. It gives me the Icarus. I can tell you that.
I have been to some where it works well, but it's got to be designed where the parking lot is big enough to accommodate the gas. Because, like, yeah, a lot of times I'm just like, who would design it like this?
Yeah.
Right.
You squeeze a gas station. I mean, what is this, fucking Royal Farms?
Yeah. Well,
You're supposed to be civilized.
The worst parking lots ever, and this is not an original thought. I saw a meme, so I want to point that out. It was like a tweet or something, but very good point. The worst parking lots are Trader Joe's.
Yes.
I've never been in a good Trader Joe's parking lot.
Never. No.
Never once.
I don't know. I don't understand how 100% of them
100% of Trader Joe's have a shitty parking lot.
It's like the smallest space you've ever seen, and like these really packed sardine rows.
Yes.
And
everything is a tight turn, and sometimes it's just weird. It's just so weird.
I give up. I just park in the store. Like,
just drive through the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's is weird. It's like the Portland, Oregon of stores.
Trader Joe's.
Not fun.
Well, Trader Joe's has good snacks. It's not an adult
freezer
store.
Yeah. I almost exclusively live in really sketchy cities. So normally I'm not near one, but there was one not super far from where I lived in Pittsburgh, and it was delightful when I went there.
Yeah.
But,
it is delightful. It is delightful. But
am I going to go there on the reg
it's
and
affordable.
deal with that parking lot? No.
No, you can't do that.
No.
Who's got time for that?
Anything else on this 7-Eleven? Because I will say I've not seen a single panhandler here all night. No one's been milling around. No one's been hanging out under the awning in the rain. Nothing.
I like that 7-Eleven. I like that parking lot. I always park where maybe it's not even an official spot, but where you pull in and then you like go up kind of up on the hill.
Yeah, on the side.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like in front, kind of, but off to the side a little bit.
Yeah,
but
like not in a like designated spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good spot because then you can just peel right out after you rob it.
Exactly, and it feels cool. And you don't have to pull into a spot. You don't have to back out. You can just pull right up. And it's one of those things like if you know, but if you don't know, you're not going to park there.
No.
So if you see somebody parking there, you know that they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frequent flyer.
That's why I park there because I'm pretty cool. To show that like, this is the 7-Eleven I grew up with.
Before it was chemically castrated.
Before it was chemically castrated by the Turing gun. By the Turing gun.
And the Ivy crime family.
And the Cheverly Police Department.
Yes.
And Judith P. Hoyer.
Judith P. Hoyer herself.
Oh, is there like a 7-Eleven?
They're a wild
There's got
bunch.
to be a 7-Eleven on Reddit. There's got to be like a subreddit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Gotta be.
What we should do is check the Google reviews for this 7-Eleven because that's a fun rabbit hole to go down, Mike.
Oh, that
is a good idea. Let's see.
It's usually racist.
Wait, give me 1 second. I got to get a phone charger.
It is usually racist against Ethiopians. Here's the thing. It's saying on Google that 8 weeks ago, the business said it was open 24 hours a day.
It's possible that they are now.
I mean, you're there. You're literally there. You could see right now.
Yeah, Connor, I'm really failing to see what the point of you being in the parking lot is if you're not going to do anything with that. You could have just gone home.
You know how awkward it's going to be to walk up to the front, pull the door, possibly go in when I don't want to buy anything, and then have to explain to this poor man that like, oh, I was just seeing if you were open, but I don't actually, want to buy anything. I could though.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I feel like the other people that he talks to are all on drugs, so I don't think it'll be the craziest thing he's seen today.
that's true. I mean, I had been told a few months back that this 7-Eleven at some point last year that they were going to have new management and they were going to be open 24/7 again. And then those hopes were dashed on Christmas Day 2024 when I come in here and they're closing. And
Well, here's the
at
thing.
like
8 weeks
11
ago,
p.m.
apparently, they changed that. So you gotta do some citizen journalism and get to the bottom of this.
I can go look. Do you want me to walk over there?
Wait, they changed what?
So I opened the Google reviews, and the tagline here is 24 hours open, confirmed by this business 8 weeks ago, which is this year.
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way.
We got
Yeah,
cars on the move.
yeah. Just
Walking
ask
over.
them how late they're open, bro. You don't have
Yeah.
to put them on camera if you don't want to.
Yeah, just put on selfie mode. Or no. Oh, we're going.
Well, there we go. Now we're talking. Say hi to
This
Amazon.
is
Pay your respect to Amazon first.
yeah, leave a it's leave a iftar thing.
Yeah. Here we
Here we
go.
go.
This is live action.
Use barges in. You're live on 7-Eleven, boys.
How late are you
What?
open?
This is your big moment.
You open. How late are you open?
What time open?
Yeah.
What time open?
Yeah. Are you still closing early? Go for 6.
6 a.m. What is 1 p.m.
At 12 a.m.? A minute?
Yeah. After 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
1 hour. Close.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
You're gonna need to transcribe that for us, Connor.
Yeah.
That was an incredibly awkward conversation I just had with that man.
I mean, we heard something, but
What do you say?
From what I've gathered, the information you received is a lie. It's so awkward going in. Like, I don't know this guy, so who
okay.
cares?
But what did he say? What did he say before you forget?
My understanding of what he said is that they close at midnight and open again at 6 a.m.
Okay, that's what I
Which,
thought I heard.
Yeah.
That's not 24/7, guys.
No, that's
Google's
not
a liar.
24/7.
Google's a liar.
It's a little bit later than 11 or 10 or 9:30, but not 24/7. So Google's a liar.
You know, Google is so funny. The top review on here is somebody who hasn't been here. This Gerald writes, by reading the stars on here, it seems really bad. When corporate needs to step in and take a look in to see what is going on with this 7-Eleven store.
He hasn't even been, but corporate.
I love
This is the
that,
top.
man.
This is the first review. This is the top review.
That's so fun. They're like promoting.
I just love leaving a review on a place you've never been, just based off of other reviews. Your review is entirely based off of other reviews. That is
And why are you on there? If you've never been there, like,
right? Why are you
are you
reviewing?
planning on going? And then
This guy-
instead, you're like, oh, well, after looking at these reviews, I think I'm not only am I not going to go, but I'm going to leave my own review.
I'm gonna leave my own
Would it help you to know he's a local guide?
local guy.
This
He's
is
a local
completely
guy.
This is completely unrelated to this 7-Eleven or this region entirely, but just while we're on this topic, when I was in Pittsburgh, a buddy of mine was playing like a show at this like redneck bar, and like way out in the boonies outside of town. And me and my buddy were like looking up like the location and of this like restaurant bar, which also literally had a Trump tent in the parking lot. So I realized, oh, I've driven past this before. It's like they sell Trump paraphernalia in the parking lot. But so I end up then looking at the reviews, because like I wasn't going to initially, but then one of them like catches my eye right away, the top review. And it's a man who is shitting on this bar because in the 1980s or maybe even 70s, when he was 13, he went there and he had long hair. And I guess they thought he looked like a girl. And they like yelled at him for using the men's room, thinking that he was a girl. And then he decided to wait like 40 years and write a review in 2024.
Well, he probably would have wrote it immediately, but they didn't have it back then.
Right.
He like gave him like a bat, like he didn't even give him like 1 star either. That was what was kind of weird about it. He was like, I went here in like 1970, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I did a deep dive on his other Google reviews. And this man is all over the country giving bad reviews to Subways in North Carolina and McDonald's. And like, but I'm like, can you imagine holding a grudge for 40 years?
Yeah.
And then one day being like, you know what?
And then giving it 3 stars though. Not even
so funny.
He's like, they called me a girl, but it's also where I got my first hand job. So 3 stars.
Yeah.
I mean,
the good with the bad.
Yeah.
I love the idea of like holding on to the grudge that long, this like petty resentment. And then also as if like as if the same people are still working there.
Yeah, exactly. I also love that he's a chronic reviewer, because like those people are kind of the backbone of America at this point. Of speaking of ecosystems, like they really are like the plankton of online reviews, like the people who are gonna do everything. Because you can't just have the good review, like you need all the reviews for it to really pay off. But guys like that
soldiers,
are the foundation. Yeah. You know, the real bottom of the food chain type, you know, just the soldiers, exactly.
The front lines.
The front lines.
In the trenches.
Of Yelp.
Dude, oh man. And sometimes they're just wrong, because like it's usually just irate people that leave these reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was actually, shout out to the Red Wing Boots in Lanham. I was just there buying new boots tonight. I remember like 2 years ago.
Who has ever been to that store?
Now you know.
Now I know, yeah.
Me and a large contingent of angry, racist Latino men who get into it with the employees. Because I looked at the reviews, because I had been there in the past, but it had been like years. And for whatever reason, I was like looking up directions, and then I was like, because I was coming from somewhere. And I was like, oh, man, they got some bad reviews. Everyone's saying that they're like calling the employees like racist and lazy, and like naming the race of the employee, being like this black woman, and like, whoa. And so I'm there, and I go there, and I'm there like a busy time too. And it's like the employees were so nice to me. Like they went so far out of their way to like help me try on multiple pairs and different sizes of boots, and were like so helpful. Everyone there was so nice. And so then when they're like checking me out, I'm like, I tell them, I'm like, yo, have you guys seen your like Google reviews? Because people are like coming after you guys. And they were just like saying that it's almost all just like angry, like guys who work for like whatever, like blue collar kind of jobs where they give you vouchers. And then they come in and want like a bunch of free shit. And then just make it or get mad at the like employees because they don't speak Spanish. Yeah. And then make it racial when they're like, and accuse them of being racist. And it's the same thing at all these like at these 7-Eleven reviews of people being like, yeah, we were looking at one for the one in Riverdale Park, and they're like the Ethiopian all caps employees. Like, what does that have to do with anything? They're like they hate whatever group they were in. And it's like, what? Yeah. And it's like, guys, it's 7-Eleven. If you're coming into 7-Eleven late at night, you should expect a little bit of racism of some type, you know?
Of course. Yeah. You know,
that's what you're paying for.
It's like, give a penny, take a penny. You know, right. the little jar, right? The little thing right there.
It's exactly like that.
bring some racism, experience some racism at 7-Eleven. But
Yeah,
when,
as long as there's a balance.
as long as there's a balance, and but when we can't even agree on that anymore, we can't even agree on racism anymore.
We've lost our way.
We have lost our way.
I found one more. Most of the reviews for the Chevrolet one are people complaining that they're lying about it being 24 hours, which is valid.
Yeah.
But I did
It's all
find
just
one.
Connor. It's all Connor.
It's
They're
just
still not
Connor.
fucking open.
It's
They're
different
still
names.
fucking open.
It's Columbus MacDonald.
Yeah, okay, that's not Connor. Come on.
But I did find
I think
one
I
from
might have
8.
actually left a review for this one before. I think I was like looking at Google reviews of 7-Elevens with you and realized I like drunkenly many moons ago had like left one.
Wait, let me
I think it
see.
was a good review though. I only leave positive reviews.
I'm gonna read this one because it's a unique one. It's one from before the pandemic. Most of these are post-pandemic, but I'll look for yours. This is from Robert. I don't believe we know this person, Robert Body. I don't
Doesn't sound
recognize
familiar.
that name,
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
but he writes 1 star. Went there to get some wrongs and a cheeseburger bite.
Some
He
what?
meant some wrongs, WRONGS.
What do you think that means? Is that slang? Mike, you're in with the youth.
Some
Is that
wrongs?
would
No,
that be like is that
I
like
think he
Some
meant
wrongs?
slang?
wings. I
Wang.
think he means
Oh,
wings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
look at the review before you hit post.
Yeah, some wrongs and some rights.
Just auto correcting.
The
Sorry, Nick,
the
go on.
wings are the smallest and driest wings. He spells it right twice in that sentence
Okay, yeah.
that I've ever seen. And the cashier didn't know how to give me a refund on my card, so I ended up having to take the wings. The his that work there are always on their phones or just sitting in the counter talking. They should be making sure their food is okay for consumption.
Wait, but
Prayer
hold on.
emoji, 1 star.
Prayer emoji.
Hold on, though. You see the wings before you purchase them.
Yeah.
This is very valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He
like,
went-
and if you have them make fresh wings, which by the way, I used to like get them to make me fresh wings. My buddy used to like, who I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to
just
interview.
freeze
He used to
wings.
like come to this store for like all of his nutritional needs at one point. Like he was coming in getting
Yeah.
bananas because he doesn't he doesn't have a fixed address or anything, and he would hit this dumpster and get all kinds of cool stuff. But like, the wings aren't gonna be dry if you get them to make fresh ones. But like you get to see them before you buy them.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Yeah.
grab
Yeah, no.
the wings.
Yeah.
That's on you. It's a gamble. You know the risk going in.
It's 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I also,
Robert.
I just enjoy. I like picturing somebody reading these reviews and be like, "Oh no, the wings are dry. We can't go there. I'm not going there. I heard the wings are dry."
It's like, Papa, may we go to 7-Eleven off the strip? And it's like, son, I've heard that they got the worst wrongs in town.
Your brother said the wrongs are awful.
I did find one 5-star review.
Right?
And guess what?
Is it Connor? Of course.
Yeah.
The one 5-star review of Chevrolet.
The
That's
one-
me?
That's you, yeah.
Greg.
What did I write?
Read it.
I can't see it, Nick.
I can't. Best 7-Eleven. That's all I can see. In the
Oh.
area.
Best 7-Eleven in the area by far. Best hot food, great staff.
Damn, that was nice of me. When was that?
7 years ago.
See?
The 5-star general
I
himself.
feel good about that. I only leave positive reviews.
Yeah, no, I hate
Yeah.
people who leave negative reviews.
I just lick reacted that.
Hey. 7-Eleven reviews, that is a different, a type of loneliness.
Yeah, what kind of
It's to be logging
what
on
kind
to
of
review 7-Eleven.
pathetic asshole would review
Yeah.
a 7-Eleven?
You got to be a real dickhead.
Yeah, for real.
It was a dark time in my
Miscreants.
life, all right?
getting on there to talk, leaving wing reviews on Google reviews on 7-Eleven. That is like, man, I feel bad for that person. That person deserves some pity, actually.
You ever see when like I worked at this coffee shop in Memphis and the owner would like try to like argue with people in the reviews?
I've seen that before.
Which
Yeah,
Oh,
like
it's
and like
really
that's
bad.
fair. But it
yeah,
would be like it comes across as so desperate and pathetic. Where like
yeah.
cause sometimes the review she also by doing that like validates what they said by like acknowledging it. Cause sometimes it's
Yep.
like they're just yeah,
Yeah.
I mean some of them are pretty good
Yeah.
in that case, so holy shit. Cause some of them mention her in particular.
Oh shit.
Small business owners sometimes they get this particular strain of, I don't know, brain virus where they just act very irrationally to anyone leaving a slightly negative
It's because
feedback.
they take it so personally because it's like
Yes.
they're putting everything that they have into they're putting themselves into it, and then you critique them. So it's like you're critiquing them, but it's also you're like
Right.
you're kind of taking all their hard work and like reducing its effectiveness. So they're like, gotta have some control or
Yeah.
some
They mistake the trees for the forest though, because
yeah,
like most
absolutely.
time
It's
people,
not a good
yeah.
idea. It's never a good idea to respond.
Just stay
There's
out of
this,
it. Like that's a ring you
yeah,
just don't want to fight in.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
There's this burrito place that opened up nearby and it's actually pretty good. And like it's getting rave it was like a year ago, it was like getting rave reviews from like all the newspaper critics because it's like the guy is like some sort of chef who's like known regionally. But apparently like he kind of soured people because he was just like getting into it with people that were like, oh, my burrito was cold. And he's just like, I assure you, your burrito was not cold. I was like, what are you gonna call him
You
a
know,
liar? Like, what are
Yeah,
you gonna call?
exactly. I oversee every burrito personally.
I
your
put every
perception of
burrito in my
reality
butt
is wrong.
Yes, exactly, to ensure
to
temperature.
ensure warmth.
That's gaslighting.
I sit on every burrito like a hen on his eggs until it hatches. All right. I know for a fact. I know that your burrito was not cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mother
Oh,
hen.
Mike, while we got you here, then so the episode after this one, we're gonna compare Sheetz, Royal Farms, and Wawa.
Okay.
Got any thoughts there?
Oh yeah. Obviously, Wawa far and away number one. Sheets is far and away number three. Uh, I,
Oh,
I don't
hot
respect.
take.
I don't like Sheets. It's like the crackhead version of Wawa.
Sounds like you've been to the one in Hagerstown.
Yeah, well, cause yeah, anytime that you drive out that direction, Ohio or Missouri or anywhere, anywhere that you're going in that direction, it's nothing but sheets, and it's just not, you know, there's not a lot of teeth. There's just it's just not it's just
Have
run
you been to Royal Farms though,
Lowest teeth
my
per
guy?
capita.
lowest
'Cause,
teeth low that yeah, Sheets has the lowest teeth per employee for sure.
damn, I don't know. There's
Or
some nice
patron
ones.
or patron.
There's some nice ones around Pittsburgh, but I'm just surprised you, because that's kind of how I feel about Royal Farms.
First of all, there's nothing nice anywhere near Pittsburgh. Nothing in that direction is nice, bro. That is a shitty
Some
city.
harsh words.
Really. I
That is,
mean, look, I've kind of come to agree with you on that. I mean, it's beautiful, but
yeah, it's got some nice stuff, but the accent is terrible. The people are
oh
just
yeah,
kind of dumb, but it's not their fault. They're Italians who have been underground for hundreds of years now.
in the
Mining.
mountains,
So,
yeah, in the mines,
yeah,
steel
they're just
mills,
Italians underground, so they're not going to be that smart.
putting fries
Yeah.
on their goddamn sandwiches.
Oh, and then so then
Uh,
I went there when last time I was in Pittsburgh a few weeks ago, and it was one of the worst. I had one bite of a sandwich, and I was like, I'm done with this. I'm not doing this shit. So yeah, so Royal Farms. The thing is, the chicken is just is good. It's
nah,
tasty
you're wrong.
fried chicken.
I see Connor shaking his head.
Yeah, how could you deny that? Royal
No,
Farms has
no,
tasty
I'm
chicken.
not denying that the chicken is fine. Um, my problem is anytime you go after Royal Farms, people are always like, oh, but the chicken, it's like, yeah, sure. The chicken is good if you need to get overpriced fried chicken at 4 o'clock in the morning while you're buying,
I thought
fentanyl in the parking lot.
I thought that was
Sure.
the whole ethos of this show, of this pod.
Yeah. And it is. Yeah, that is the vibe, Look, I will say, I don't know. I've never been a fan of Royal Farms. Royal Farms is indicative. Any company that's based in Baltimore, and look,
Yeah.
I've lived in Baltimore quite a bit in my adult life. I love it. It's probably my favorite city in the country. But any company that's based there is trash. Royal Farms is very
Yeah, I
much
mean,
illustrates that. Royal Farms always sucks. I resent them for trying to move into 7-Eleven and Wawa territory by creeping on down here. Sheetz is creeping in too. There's one in Bowie now.
yeah.
So
Seen that.
Royal Farms, that you know what? I have been going there recently while I've been in town because I've been getting they actually 7-Eleven coffee has become absolute fucking shit. And there's not always a Wawa around. And so I'll go to Royal Farms and get their Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. That's the only flavor I'm getting, and it's pretty good.
Progressive too, Jamaican.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
progressive guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that's why I'm not a fan of Royal Farms if I only go there to get chicken. I only go there to get chicken, but at least they have something good. Sheetz has nothing redeemable. I got a sandwich from there and it was nothing. Like the fact that it compared that
I disagree.
look, the fact that people even compare it to Wawa, I think really rubs me the wrong way because it's just not it can't be compared. Like
I think
this,
we all put
I mean-
Wawa on the gold medal pedestal.
Yeah,
For sure.
100%. I think though, I don't know. I've been to a lot of really nice Sheets, and they do have pretty good hot food.
I've never been a fan of it, but maybe just I got one sandwich that was terrible, but it was just I saw what I needed to see, and then a buddy of mine, a comedian, you guys have seen him perform before, Matt Deacons, tall white guy with a beard from Manassas, kind of a country guy. Used to see him at my shows a lot. Very funny, but he's a big Sheets guy because he used to live up near Pittsburgh and.
Well, Manassas, they got him down there too. They got him in that part of Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I used to see him at Hagerstown and Manassas.
Mm-hmm. And so exactly, once you start getting that far out of the city,
when you leave crack territory and get into crystal meth territory,
exactly.
That's where
once you start getting out
up.
there. And so he's a big Sheets guy, so that I kind of resented that it was even brought to my attention. So yeah, but Wawa is just everything you could possibly need. Wawa is like the mythic, like in terms of the 7-Eleven type world, Wawa is like the mythical good billionaire, like it's just so everything you need. It's so good. Even if it's not
let down.
The coffee is not bad, but the sandwiches are so good.
Mm-hmm.
I had one today. I got
Mac
the
and
coffee
cheese.
and I got a BLT, and it was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, affordable too.
Mm-hmm.
Wide selection.
Still very affordable, wide selection. If you want to get something that's not terribly unhealthy, they do have some things that you can poke around in.
Oh, I'm poking.
I'm poking every day. I poke around at Wawa. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, I feel like Wawa is hands down going to win this one because pretty much everyone's saying Wawa.
Yeah, we need to get that guy. We need Sheets' strongest soldier.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have some Sheets freaks for sure who are going to come out of the woodworks. Maybe we can get your homie in.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be down.
We'll take him because and then I'm not even going to compare 7-Eleven to because the reality is, look, 7-Eleven they're no Wawa.
No.
I wish they were, but they're just not.
It was never. Yeah, but also I'm okay with that. That was never the point.
Yeah, the point was being 24/7, and then they took that away, and it's like, what are you left with?
Yeah, exactly. Now you're just a kind of a grocery store with everything's overpriced and terrible quality. I think that is kind of the summation of this episode is that
Mhm.
that is what 7-Eleven has to offer is 24 hours. You take that away, you might as well just close the whole fucking company.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Did you ever try crack cocaine?
Not yet.
And we're not recording this.
No, I've never done that.
Oh.
Do you have any illegal crimes?
Not really. I don't think so. Illegal crimes.
Or legal crimes.
Legal
Yeah.
crimes.
Any kind of crime. Anything crazy. I mean, you probably got some stories.
Has anything crazy ever happened on one of your shows?
I will say when I was at I think it was a Crybaby when you were in Baltimore. I mean, this was a while ago, like a year and a half ago now.
Hmm.
You were the funny and everyone was funny. Everyone killed, but you were the funniest one there.
Nice. Thank you. Was this the one in the comedy club or the one at some random place?
Oh yeah, I feel like I've seen you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen you twice in Baltimore.
You and the boys came through.
Yeah, that was the one that was at some random place then.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
were funny at both, but that one is the one I was specifically thinking of.
Okay.
The only weird thing was that one woman, like, you had a joke about like the Quran,
Yeah, no,
and
I
she
was
like,
thinking about that the other day. Yeah, about how
and
a joke about like about how you can't draw Muhammad or draw Muhammad whatever, and then it was a Muslim woman. She was very nice, and she just raised her hand, and she was like, "Actually, uh, you're not supposed to draw any religious figures, in Islam. Like it's not just Muhammad that you can't draw. You're not supposed to embody any of them." And I was like, "Oh, so you can't even draw Jesus then?" But then it was very random. But
Wow.
it wasn't a heckle, but it could
no,
have.
but
Yeah, you got schooled.
you could have just not
Yes,
done it.
I got
Like
learned.
You got
you handled
learned.
it well, but I remember you were just kind of like, what? Like this
Yeah,
woman is now just kind of like
it's just like,
lecturing
oh,
me about
Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
like
oh, okay. Well, I didn't.
okay,
I think at one point I was even like, I didn't know that. Make some noise for this new knowledge or whatever.
yeah.
That's pretty good. It's a seminar now.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
But like just
But
the idea of like feeling the need to do that at a comedy, like oh, this is my time to interject with facts about Islam.
yeah, I mean, I do kind of like I kind of want people to feel comfortable enough to where they can say random things, even if I'd rather they don't. But it's also like it's a live event. Like you have live people there, so I don't like when comedians demand that it's always just be I'm going to do my exact same thing every single like let me just spit these words at you. Like it's a live you have to kind of honor that. But yeah, I was not expecting. But she was laughing at all the jokes too, so it wasn't like she wasn't like offended. It was just like, you know what? I think I'll take this time to let them know.
Yeah, I'm gonna school this nice young white man about.
Yes. Well, thank you, lady.
Mike, I never got my hoodie.
No, and I got you. I have a. It was a
Do
T-shirt.
you?
It was a
It was a
T-shirt.
t-shirt.
But now I have a hoodie for you. I'll send you a picture.
What's the best 7-Eleven you've ever been to, Mike? And I'm talking international with this.
Best 7-Eleven I've ever been to. Well, I can keep it national. I appreciate the offer, though, the flexibility, but I'm definitely going to keep it. I would probably say, but
Valid.
no, well, no, the best one, the one on Kenilworth, the one that is
The
open
Quickie Mart.
24 hours, back when the Simpsons movie came out. Did you guys
Yeah.
go to that?
Yep, the Quickie
Yeah.
Mart. Yep.
That was so cool. The Quickie Mart. And there was only like, then we did that for like a handful of 7-Elevens in the country.
Yeah,
That's right.
It
That
was
was a
so
big deal.
cool. Yeah, it was so
put
cool.
Bladensburg back on the map.
Yes. And then, another 7-Eleven thing in the area. There's one on 704, like out, like out that way, going up
Towards Bowie.
towards Bowie. Yeah, but like Lanham area, kind of 704. But like in between, like, was that Forbes Road? Like where they have the Target, Home Depot,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then like in between there and like back towards Chevrolet, somewhere along there's a 7-Eleven, which I had heard is the most robbed 7-Eleven in the country.
Hell yeah.
I believe that it's there.
Yes, yeah, yes, it makes perfect sense.
I was wondering where that thread was going, and like, yep.
Yeah, yeah, it checks out.
She said she wanna go. I said meet me after ice show. I wanna see what it's about. I wanna hear. Wait a minute. For sure. 3 in the morning, the freaks are just there.
All right, folks. In this next segment, we interview friend of the show, Jamile, Chevrolet legend, who brought with him a bonus guest, Deville, another friend of both Nick and I's, also from Tuxedo, from the block. And at the time of recording, I was in Memphis, Tennessee. Jamile and Deville were fishing on the Eastern Shore, providing our trademark chaotic backdrop, and Nick was at home with his cats. This is a fun one.
Give it up live for Jamile and Deville, coming to you live from the Chesapeake Bay.
So they're giving us a little flash sign right now to reel this shit in. We about to reel these poles in. But yeah, man, what's good, man? What's the topic of the day, man? Shit, you in Memphis? What the? It's been a lot of shit going on in Memphis, man.
There's always a lot of shit going on here.
Memphis.
Shit show. So, the one I just heard is Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah. Dude, it's gnarly. It's been fun down here though, man. I'm glad I came back here. All fucking horrible weather.
Right.
And violent crime rate aside.
Yeah.
But yeah, topic is Chevrolet 7-Eleven.
Chevrolet 7-Eleven, man. The topic is Chevrolet 7-Eleven, bro.
Or if you want to talk about Lee, whatever
Yeah,
you
man,
want to
Lee.
talk about.
It's big booty Judy. I saw her today. She waved. Yeah, man. R.I.P. Lee, man, the GOAT. Lee's, I think, shit. Is he?
Came out on him.
Oh, he's still alive. Well, let me not put that on Lee. What's up, Lee? Yeah, still living,
He's
man.
He's been dead.
Oh no, he's dead.
Yeah, he died 2 years ago.
Yeah, he said he died.
Yeah.
Damn. R.I.P. Lee, man. Good
Yeah.
guy, man. Fucking hilarious.
I don't know about good guy, but and I talked a lot of shit when we recorded this before. I talked a lot of shit about Lee, and then I remembered, and I don't think I said it on air. So I'm sometimes like a little careful, like being too revealing when I'm talking about shit on here, because this is like immortalized on the internet. But
facts.
Lee literally saved my life. Like the only reason I'm alive today is because of Lee. So shout out to him,
Yeah.
Facts. Lee used to wake up 4, 5, 6 in the morning and do push-ups, yelling. 1, 2.
Hey, dude, did you ever see Lee get into a fight?
Fuck no. Ever since I know Lee, he had a walker.
He had a walker, right?
Yeah.
He had a cane. He used to have a cane. When I first knew him, he had a cane.
Oh wow, shit.
And then he upgraded, as he
Hey.
became an older man.
He became the guy with Family Guy.
That's what me and Nick were saying.
Yeah.
That's what me and Nick were saying when we recorded our segment about it earlier. That he's like Herbert from Family Guy. If Herbert were like, instead of loving children, he loved crack and heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
And I'm told I didn't know him in this iteration of his life, but I'm told that he had a dog at one point. And that he was not a good dog owner, but that he did have like a fucking little like crackhead dog at one point too.
Did I believe it?
Lee with a dog. Yeah, you can't grab that. I got the pose or whatever. Man, Lee, man. Yeah, nah. I remember his ass, man. Walking. Him and Judy always be at the 7-Eleven. Oh, back there by White Rich, R.I.P. to White Rich too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember White Rich too, right? You remember White Rich? He had the birthmark. He had the birthmark on his face.
Oh yeah, Judy got murdered.
Yeah.
In Philly.
Yeah.
His name was Rich.
Yeah. That's how I knew him, White Rich. Yeah.
Yeah, the mixed dude with the birthmark. Yeah.
I don't think he was mixed. I think he was white. Hold on, take the phone right quick.
What's that? Your help?
Yeah, it's good. Damn. I'm not for that, bro.
Have y'all caught anything today?
Hell no, we just got out here.
We just got out here.
You just got out in time to get kicked out.
Because we went to another one, but the other one is closed because they're drenching the pier. That's what the cops said. So
I just love how on brand this is for this fucking show. That it's always absolute chaos. Usually on my end, anytime we're recording, there's ones where I was like on the side of the train tracks in Mississippi. There's one where I'm like in El Salvador, and like there's fires going on.
The one where you were the drones were flying and those Jehovah's Witnesses came up to you.
No, it wasn't even Jehovah's Witnesses. It was it was just some crazy dude came up to the guy that we were recording with, and who was drinking a 40, like the guy we were recording with was drinking a Colt 45, and he was like, he came up to him and was like, "Can I have a sip of that?" And then he was like, do you have like a cup? And he was like, "No."
waterfall of 40.
He found a water bottle or like an old can or something off the ground and just like trash and just had him fill it up.
Oh no.
Like I said, Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, and then started talking to him about God and shit. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fuck, you just break.
Yeah, Deville, I know you must have you've spent some time at the Cheverly 7-Eleven, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Someone died there.
For real?
Yeah,
Who died there?
remember Eric and them found the fucking guys choked on the taquito in the parking lot?
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
Wait, I don't mean to laugh. What the fuck?
Yeah. Nah, they found him. Yeah, that shit was crazy. They was trying to
Off the bats.
sell me his phone. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not buying a phone that you guys got.
When was this?
This was, what year was this, bro?
Like 2021? Something like that.
Yeah. It wasn't too long. It wasn't so far long ago where it was like outside.
It was definitely during COVID.
Yeah. The guy definitely died at the right there at 7-Eleven in his car.
He choked on a taquito in his car.
Yeah. It was a pretty unbelievable event.
So when they found
he
him,
would have wanted to go.
He was sitting there for a couple hours, so I guess they hang out at the 7-Eleven, you know what I mean, doing what they were doing. So they seen him up there just sitting in the fucking car and shit, knocked out. You know what I mean? You got put the directions into the yeah. But yeah, what about I want to talk about Beans, man. Beans. Here's the only crackhead. He gave me $20 on my prom, bro. I'll never forget that shit, bro. I was like, damn, bro. He really fucked with me. He gave me $20 for prom. Crackhead in there.
I remember I seen him because he also went by Rambo one time. He was at this is actually at 7-Eleven. I was a kid. There was this like older dude who lived in somewhere around Cheverly who used to panhandle there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Older, like black, like gray hair. And I remember, I think Rambo gave him like 10, 20, like the dude asked him for money and he just pulled out like a band. I guess he was working with John Johnson and just got paid. And then like handed the dude like a 20.
Hey, Beans always had a job. Beans is a hard-working motherfucker. Like that's one thing about Beans you couldn't say. Like he wasn't no bum. He was a fucking muscleback too. Yeah, bro. I just seen Beans smoke a whole one pool. And I'm talking about Philly Dutch. Not know of these papers that on the sheets and funnel people smoking now. I'm talking about Dutch, like suck face the whole fucking like how the fuck? What the fuck?
And even fucking 100 states.
I remember this one time. I was probably like 17, 18. He went with us like to go buy beer for us. And he kept saying, he was like, man, I like those Ladger beers.
Latches.
He like clearly didn't know how to say it. He said it like, I just remember on this car ride, he said it like 10 times. He's like, I want one of those Ladger beers, man.
Nah, hey,
Did you ever
Beans beat the
correct
shit.
him?
Hey, Beans was strong. He beat the shit out of a couple people.
Mhm.
He beat up
He
10.
beat up 10, bro. He had a fucking hammer in one hand. Pump fake with the hammer and hit his ass with his hand. Dropped him apparently.
Beans gave my first tattoo. He gave a couple people their first tattoos.
He was the all you need crackhead.
In retrospect, that was probably one of the dumbest ideas I had when I was younger, but you know what I'm saying? But when I
What did
seen
you get?
the process looked clean. He tattooed on my left forearm my grandfather's name.
Damn, I didn't even know he did tattoos.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, nah, for shit. And then what's funny about that tattoo is dude named E. Irvin, he the one that ended up fixing my tattoo. But E. Irvin and him had gotten into a fight and shit. That nigga E. Beans stole his ass and threw his ass through a glass. You remember that shit? He threw
Wait,
his
with
ass
E?
through.
You talking about
Beans,
E from Chevrolet Terrace?
yeah, E.
Yeah, he
Irvin.
gave me a tattoo. I have a tattoo from him on my back.
Yeah, man, you know, they got into it. You know, E. Irvin ain't the biggest dude. Beans strong as shit. He threw his ass clean through a glass window over the balcony onto the grass in the front yard. Just to the out night, bro. Beans was a strong motherfucker.
Yeah, he was red.
I remember Kevin and Kathy used to fight like shit. Rest in peace, Kathy.
Right.
Oh
And him and
yeah,
his girl be arguing every motherfucking weekend. It was
Being finessed the ride to see blessing from me. Yeah, I was sitting in my dad's car and he's like, yeah, give me a ride to see blessing. I give you the money when I get there. Right, never come back downstairs.
right. I remember the
y'all
first
remember?
time this motherfucker asked me for a ride. He tried to smoke crack in my shit. And I'm like, yo, bro. I'll give you a ride, boy, but you can't be smoking crack in here, bro. Like,
That's
you
part of the
know?
ride, dude.
Right, you know what I'm saying? The crack smokers was not included in the ride to 7-Eleven, bro.
Dude, do you remember that dude Mike?
Mike. Wait, you talking about comedian Mike?
No, not Mike Kurtz. We had him on to talk about this 7-Eleven a couple weeks ago too. But
Okay.
another crackhead down there. I don't want to say. I know his last name. I don't want to say it because he's. I actually ran into him like a year or two ago in Greenbelt. He's still alive. But
beat your ass.
he used to hang out on the bar. I just remember that this dude Mike, who was always like rocked out. He like would anytime you were in any like sketchy ass place anywhere in PG County, he would just like pop up. Like I remember him just popping up at like I was at the liquor store drive-through in Kentland at one of many,
Right.
and he just like pops up. He's like, Connor, man, can you give me a ride back around the way? Everywhere on the metro, and he was always like telling a story about how like someone just shot at him too. He'd be like, "Man, I was just down in Kentland."
Yeah,
Like,
back then, a lot of motherfuckers were shooting at a lot of motherfuckers.
He's like,
even still now, but not as much.
Yeah.
But not. No, he said Pino.
Oh yeah, he died in like 2010.
Yeah.
Like that. When you was out here before you went down there to Memphis, we was just talking about that shit. How like everybody fucking died for real. Like all of them.
It's sad.
I don't know what happened to James. Last time I heard he got like his legs amputated, but otherwise it's just like.
Wait, let's talk about how James had the two was squatting in the house across the street, had the two white twins, crackhead twins with him living across the street.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Police had to hey, bro, James was a pimp, bro. What you mean? James had two white twins, both in their like 50s.
Yeah, what happened to them?
That's what he did to Judy, bro.
What happened to them though? Did they die? Like I haven't seen them in like probably like 15 years.
I know one died.
Yeah, I think I heard one of them died. She like died like down by the shop, right? Like by Lennox Liquors.
She died a little minute ago, like a long time ago.
Yeah, in like 2010 or something, I feel like. Because they used to hang out at the Chevrolet 7-Eleven all the time.
Hammer sticking out his head?
Yeah.
God damn. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember when James got evicted from that house. I think like Chevrolet police came and kicked him out. And he was so butthurt. I remember running into him and he was just like so downtrodden about that.
Right, because he had it. He had the American dream. He had a house, two white women. All he had to do was provide that crack, and he was in there doing it, having his way. He had stopped smoking crack though. Like he the only one that I feel like stopped smoking drugs like cold turkey.
Jack stayed for a little bit, for like a tiny bit, and then he came back around, started all that shit again.
Yeah.
Talk about how that block used to pump, boy. Right down the street from 7-Eleven. That's a whole nother podcast right there. We can't really get into that one. But yeah, that's 78. So I like random stories about the 7-Eleven. I had just came back from fucking Colombia, like literally just fresh from the airport. You know what I mean? Got my fucking car, like, you know, got to the house or whatever, just went to 7-Eleven just to grab like whatever, you know, cigarettes or some shit. I see this fucking guy walking down the street with a whole cash register in his hand. Like, you know, I'm not putting two and two together. I'm just like, this looks a little awkward. Fucking pull up to the 7-Eleven, fucking milks and soups and shit everywhere, glass broken. The new management at 7-Eleven, they had some bad first years. They after COVID, you know, the shit stopped being open 24 hours and shit.
Yep.
And
that's the main topic of this podcast.
Man,
It's
yeah,
how
that's some
destroying the fabric
shit.
of our community.
Nah, for real. The fuck gotta go all the way to fucking Riverdale or some shit.
Oh my god.
Get a fucking
Bladensburg.
But yeah, so this guy's walking down the street with the joint or whatever. I get to the store, you know, I'm the last one that they let in. They locked the doors after that shit. Man, this fucking guy, he just went crazy inside the store, grabbed the whole register out of that joint, threw the joint at the door, trying to open it up, and was just walking down the street with it. Like, yeah. Hey, but I tell you, shit, a lot of people like that's one of the best panhandling locations. Motherfuckers go right there and make some money panhandling.
Yeah, I saw Lee get arrested there.
He got arrested at the 7-Eleven. What the fuck he get arrested?
Yeah, him and Judy got arrested.
I was just chilling there. Judy arrested Judy.
They got banned because they got banned and then they kept panhandling and then they got like arrested. I was there. I think it was like me and like Andy and Eric and I feel like some other people were like, I was like walking my dog and I saw it go down from Judah P. Hoyer.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
And then he had to start panhandling at the Bladensburg one, the one where the Blockbuster used to be by Tina's.
Damn, Blockbuster. Haven't heard that word in a minute.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, the Blockbuster.
Rest in peace, Lee.
Right. Rest in peace, Lee. Yeah, I thought I was saying that. Yeah. I wonder who else, man.
Larry used to go there and sweep the parking lot.
Yeah, Larry worked there for like a few months. Larry was working there. Like he was an actual employee of 7-Eleven for a while. I remember that because another friend of mine OD'd in the bathroom there and got arrested one time.
Damn, OD'd in the bathroom at 7-Eleven? I remember the first time I got caught stealing at that 7-Eleven.
Oh, all right.
I went.
Hey, that's 7.
Oh, yeah, I was like 7. Had all my pockets full. I told his ass, I got this shit from Royal Farms. Like, what is Royal Farms? All of the candy, I just stuck this candy. His ass, I just put it there. Put it back. I mean, I was glad I got caught by him, boy. That was the first time I was like, you know what I'm saying? To get away with a little candy. I had, you know, it was a snow day too. So he came in with the big, you know, jackets. I had like 10 Nerds ropes. Bro, they were one of my favorite candies. Fucking Nerds ropes, bro. That shit's fucking legendary, bro. I don't know what they didn't make them like they used to.
Around.
It's not made.
Someone gave me a Nerd rope like not that long, like the last few months. I ate one. I remembered. I was like, I didn't even know they still made this.
Man, that shit's fucking fire.
Illegal crimes. Oh yeah, illegal crimes. These crimes are in fact illegal.
Damn.
I had to hide in a bush for like 3 hours.
Nah,
God
for real.
damn.
Hey, look, Chevrolet motherfuckers know how to get away from the police. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm saying shit.
It was one of my better moments. It was one of my more daring escapes. I had to like hop over this barbed wire fence and then like Vietnam style like run like low on this field and then dive into these woods. And then I ended up just hiding in a bush right next to one of the cop cars, and they never looked there. The canine went right by me and shit too, but they were probably like looking for a dude who probably didn't even look like me. So like, I
Right.
don't know. But yeah, no, you don't want to get caught up out on the shore, dude, in those counties.
Illegal crimes. When you think about it, aren't all crimes illegal?
Who do you think overall has the highest successful steal rate from 7-Eleven of all?
From that
Chevrolet.
one?
Yeah, from Chevrolet. It was the number one. Who
Oh
you think
man,
is the number one?
I would not steal from that 7-Eleven.
That's right, bro. That joint's been robbed so many times.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been in there when people were like, doing shit. Yeah, they used to get robbed all the time. My buddy still goes through the dumpster there all the time.
Yo,
He found like some pretty cool shit in the dumpster. He had like a whole thing of like seltzer waters the other day.
they got robbed so many times that they stopped selling Newports because 5 times in a row, people came in there and jumped over the counter and stole all the Newports.
They stopped selling them in DC, right?
You know what I mean? That was a like a state law type thing where DC stopped selling menthol products. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's what
specifically, the
7-Eleven
7-Eleven in Chevrolet stopped selling Newports because they jumped over the counter and stole all their cash of Newports like 5 or 6 times, bro. Literally.
Had to be Newports.
We got to do another episode when I'm inside of the 7-Eleven talking to the motherfucker.
We could. When we had Mike Kurtz on, I was actually in the parking lot.
Right.
And I went in to ask them about the how late they were open, because Blake had told me that they were going to be open 24/7 again, and it was bullshit.
Right.
They're still closing early.
Yeah, they're not opening. That's cap. But what I was gonna say, man, shout out to the Chevrolet 7-Eleven staff though, man. We always had some good like people that work there. The people that always work there has always been pretty cool. Chevrolet police, man, they had a federal investigation on their ass because of their racist practices.
Yeah.
They had a couple of things that happened. One guy had sexually assaulted. Was it another officer? Yeah,
That was the chief. That was the chief.
That.
That was Buddy Robshaw, chief of police, like sexually assaulted another officer's wife. And then a bunch of racist shit too. Like apparently at one point he told officers that if they pull a car, like if they stop a car and there's more than like 2 or 3 black males in it, to just say they smell marijuana.
Right. I'm not laughing at sexual assault. Sexual assault is not funny, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah. And then one of them
was that guy. That shit just triggered a thought. You were talking about how the police thought. No, shout out to Julian Ivey for putting them on blast.
He's supposed to come on at some point. We were trying to have him come on this episode to talk about what the county is going to do about these, or what the state, for that matter, now that he's a delegate, what they're going to do about this, about these 7-Elevens closing early.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when you come back home, you drunk as hell, then the restaurant was closed, you do some noodles, a cup of noodles, can't get nothing.
7-Eleven boys, 7-Eleven boys, 7-Eleven boys, 7-Eleven boys, 7-Eleven boys.
You know what's funny, Nick?
What?
When we recorded all of these segments and spent hours and hours of mostly unusable footage talking about this 7-Eleven. I completely forgot that when I was 16 years old, I got arrested by PG police for selling weed in the parking lot of that 7-Eleven.
Wow.
among many other police encounters in that parking lot. But that one, they actually arrested me and then took me back to my family's house where my grandma was there and showed my my family everything that I had in my possession.
An honest to God illegal crime turned legal crime.
Well, yeah, it's the definition now of a legal crime because, well, I don't know if distribution is legal, but possession of that substance is now legal in the state of Maryland and the District of Columbia, and I think Virginia too.
That's right.
But so for this segment, we interview my godbrother, Brick Wallas, who had been pestering us about coming on the show. He really wanted to be on the 7th episode.
Yes.
And we did originally, we had a story that we brought to his attention, which he denied. And
Yes.
we're not even going to post that story in this episode.
No, to be continued.
We're going to do some investigative journalism and come back to that. But he's a Chevrolet, he calls himself the Prince of Chevrolet, but he, that's disputed. But he comes on and tells a couple good little stories about the Chevrolet. He talks about the Chevrolet 7-Eleven. He grew up in the same area as us, very close to both of our families.
He first asked to be on the show when he ran into me in the Silver Spring Trader Joe's, and he just shouted at me from several aisles over, 7-Eleven boys.
Yeah, he's a friend of the show, and we had fun talking to him. So here's Brick Wallas. All right, Chevrolet 7-Eleven.
Yeah, you got any juicy stories about that one?
Oh, I mean, like, I think, I don't want to speak for the two of you, but I would say the Chevrolet 7-Eleven is like an institution for all of us, right? It is the original place where the fascination with 7-Eleven begins, is the Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's like the only store in town.
Yeah.
It's the only store in town, and it is like everything I've seen at every other 7-Eleven in my experience, like I experienced first at Chevrolet.
Right.
So,
Very poetic.
you know,
it's like the palimpsest.
Good 7-Eleven and scary 7-Eleven, unlawful 7-Eleven.
Very.
Creeper vibes, car accidents in the parking lot vibes, weird cop stuff. No, I was in a car one time and this girl I worked with at the pool, she like backed her Nissan Altima into the neon sign into like what's that concrete base thing?
Yeah.
Completely dented up her fender. She was so embarrassed.
The Nissan Altima is not winning that battle.
Yeah. But for me, the Chevrolet 7-Eleven is the OG of all 7-Elevens.
Some weed that hits your lungs like a runaway train. Hell yeah, from DMT to MDMA. Got all this shit and more, so till dawn we're okay. But anyway,
dude, I never did that. That wasn't me.
You've confirmed this story to me before. I'm not making this up.
Connor, I've repressed that memory then.
Clearly.
It doesn't exist.
Unreliable narrative.
I'm going to talk to some people about this. I'm going to talk to Joe. I'm going to talk to David. I know David remembers it.
Get this pinned down.
Yeah.
I mean, you confirmed it. It was not that long ago. I want to say that it was.
I have not. If I've ever thought about this, it's been like 15 years since I've.
Well, yeah, you've clearly, you've moved on.
Yeah.
That's growth. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
illegal crimes. Oh yeah, illegal crimes. These crimes are in fact illegal.
you've gotten arrested a couple times, right?
I got arrested once. I spent a night in
Heard.
jail in Hyattsville, actually.
For the marijuana one?
Yeah. And you know, me and the guy I got pinched with, we got put in the holding cell overnight. And like we didn't really sleep, but at 5 a.m. they put in like the first like person who was going to join us in there. And it was this dude who was like obviously like been on the street for a while. And he came in and he just like curled up in the corner. And then at 8 in the morning, I would guess, or like, you know, sometime later, I didn't really know, but they fed us food, and it was just like a Wonder Bread with a piece of bologna and a piece of cheese.
Yep.
But it was like one piece of Wonder Bread.
Oh.
And
Do like a hot dog thing.
yeah, and like me and the other dude did not want ours, so we gave it to the other guy because he asked for them. And he ate all of it. And then we just kind of like, I don't think I slept. I just kind of, you know, zoned out, spaced out, disassociated, as they say these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember sometime later, like him getting sick in the toilet in front of us. So like
bread.
by now it's probably like mid-morning time, and that's when the holding cell started filling up with more people, you know. So like me and the guy who was with me, you know, we were the people who've been there the longest, so we were the first person that every new person saw, right? So by like 2:00 in the afternoon or something, maybe 3:00 in the afternoon, there was like all these cab drivers in there, and like, you know, people who got arrested for drugs as well or other things, you know. And we're all just like kind of cutting it up and, you know, laughing. The dude who had gotten sick, he had left a while ago, and that's when the vibes all changed, you know. But then like you know, when they finally called, like 4:00 when I get called in front of the commissioner. This is, mind you, after being arrested at like 2 in the morning earlier that day. So I'd been in this cell like
For something that is now legal.
yes, exactly.
The best part.
And I just remember like right before I left, I turned around and I said like, well, gentlemen, this has been great, but I hope I never see any of you ever again.
That's pretty good.
And I walked out and we all laughed. I was wearing my lifeguard t-shirt cut off at the shoulders. I was in North Face fleece sweatpants, and I had Birkenstock clogs on.
Jesus.
That's a look, man.
I had come from work to go to a party, and like the party was at like a ground level apartment in like a garden style apartment. So like we were making so much fucking noise. And the PG police just like snuck up on us. Like they did like a pincer movement. It was like dudes coming out of the woods, and they were just like on us.
Yeah.
Upon us out of nowhere.
You
So yeah,
the wrong bowl.
that's my illegal crime story.
Illegal crimes. When you think about it, aren't all crimes illegal?
Well, gentlemen, this has been great, but I hope I never see any of you ever again.